as with every week in Destiny, there is another argument this week, and it is Forbearance versus the brand new Grandmaster Nightfall weapon, Undercurrent. I'm going to talk about the pros of both of these and the cons of both of them and determine which one will work better for you. If you are a new player and you don't do raids, I definitely recommend Undercurrent because it is a solid second option regardless of what class you play. But if you want the adept version, you can probably get through a raid, and Forbearance is better for you on any class. But I will say I think Undercurrent is better for Arc Hunters and Arc Warlocks. And let me explain. First, let's talk about Forbearance. As you can see here, the roles that you normally see are Ambitious Chain Reaction. People also like to use Unrelenting Chain Reaction for heals, and when this weapon first came out, people were using Stats for All, One for All, but that's really not it. And then you have Bait and Switch and Rampage, which are damage boosting perks as well as Golden Tricorn, and Waveframe Grenade Launchers already do so much damage as is that there's no point in having those damage perks. So, for this review, we're talking about Unrelenting or Ambitious Assassin with Chain Reaction. Now I want to talk about the roles for Undercurrent that I want us to look at. Again, this one has Stats for All, One for All, and it also has Bait and Switch, but we're not looking at those, damage perks, or Stats for All. On Undercurrent, we're looking at Ambitious and Volt Shot because that is a direct comparison to Ambitious Chain Reaction. I would also like to say I like Demo on these things, not because it helps the reload, but because it gives you a ton of grenade energy, and maybe that's really good with Volt Shot. I haven't gotten one to try, but I love Demolitionist on New Pacific Epitaph, which was a dungeon weapon, and Stasis kind of underwhelming, but Demo on it is very nice. Lead from Gold is also a solid perk here because every time you pick up Heavy, you get 25% of your reserves back in your special weapon. I know what you're thinking, I've said a lot of words, I haven't shown you anything. Basically, what I'm going to tell you is Forbearance is better for general use. If you're using any subclass that is not Arc, Forbearance wins. If you are a Titan, even on Arc, I think Forbearance wins. But the Arc subclass is where Undercurrent shines with Volt Shot. So let's start with the Hunter Kit with Flow State, which is just simply defeating a jolted target makes you amplified. Being amplified is going to give you more sprint speed, it's going to make your dodge come back faster, it's going to make you more resilient when you're dodging, and it's going to increase your reload speed. With your Volt Shot, you're going to be able to spread that around, and you can use that with Lethal Current, which is basically when you punch a jolted target, it blinds them. So, shoot a grenade launcher shot, punch them, blinding explosion. And then let's look at the fragments that pair with that. Spark of Ions, defeating a jolted target, creates Ionic Traces. Spark of Discharge, Arc Weapon Final Blows have a chance to create an Ionic Trace, has double Ionic Traces, which is double the abilities back. And Beacon's special final blows while amplified create blinding explosions. Now let's look at Warlock. If you have Arc Soul on, while amplified, your Arc Soul is supercharged and it gains faster fire rate. And then you have Electrostatic Mine, defeating jolted targets create Ionic Traces. And then to top it all off, you have the Fallen Sun Warrior helmet thing, and that's just going to amplify the Ionic Traces even more. So I think this thing is a must-have in a Arc Warlock kit and probably a Hunter kit as well. So, TLDR, if you are any subclass that isn't Arc, go with Forbearance. If you are Arc Hunter or Arc Warlock, I recommend Ambitious Volt Shot. A non-adept with Ambitious Volt Shot works great for a new player as well. If you guys enjoyed this weapon preview, be sure to hit that like button, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care.